Hello beautiful people, my name is Jane and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video what we're talking about is how to detach emotionally. Now let's say for instance you've been with somebody that you know is not meant for you, and the thing about relationships most times is that you fall in love with somebody before you get to know that they are not worth it. And now your head is there already, but the problem is your heart just can't seem to follow your head out the door. You have to do some things to finally convince your heart that is the right thing to do, that the right thing to do is to go. So most times your heart is always the last to get the memo. What we're talking about in this video is the things that you're going to do, or the things that are going to help your heart finally get the memo and move on to greener pastures, hopefully. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the red subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when I drop a new video, which are always on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And please give this video a like because you're gonna like it. So let's get into this video. Now, I've seen people hurt, like in relationships. I've seen people that I care about go through situations that shouldn't be. I've seen people I care about cry heartbreaking tears. I've cried with people that I care about, and that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. Now you see in some situations where a girl or a guy gives so much love to somebody that is not worth it, that you that you're thinking with clear head, you can see that this person is not worth it, but they just can't seem, no matter how hard they try, they just can't seem to detach themselves from these evil people, right? Now these are the things that I have seen work for other people. So now let's get into it. The first one is, it's time for you to put yourself out there. Now, because your heart is so pure, it's so good, and you're this person that have morals, and you believe you're supposed to be a certain way when you're in a relationship. Like most of us do go as far as not putting ourselves in situations like going to clubs or going to places where you know that when you go there you're going to see people that will see you and want to talk to you and want to do this and do that. So because you have respect for your partner, you don't go to these certain places, you don't let your conversations with people exceed a certain limit, you don't give your contacts out, this is time for you to stop all those goody two shoes things that you have been doing. This is time for you to, if you're that good that you feel like, but I'm still in a relationship, and just tell yourself that you just want to see what's out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just need to see what's out there. Like, see what's in the market. You don't necessarily have to price, but you can go window shopping. And how best do you do that? You can try out all these dating apps. Don't go for the ones that are known mainly for hookups, because that's not what you're looking for at this point. Unless that's what you're looking for, then, it's all good. But I don't really believe in rebounds. At this point, what you're trying to do is you're trying to see what's out there, right? It's okay for you to be curious. So check out these apps. Don't go for the ones that, do hookups. So if that's what you're into, then fine, it's okay. But put yourself out there, interact with other people, right? Interact with other people. Get interested in other people. Let other people see you, because I know that you're an awesome person. I know you're amazing, and I don't know the last time you've heard that you are amazing, or the last time you felt in your element. So put yourself out there, interact with new people, get to know new people, and that way your heart, when somebody else starts treating you right, or somebody else, even on a friendship level, starts giving you a level of attention, you tend to need that validation and attention from the person that you're with less and less and less. It might sound wicked, but it's what you need to do. If you just can't seem to walk away from a situation that is not meant for you, you just can't seem to, go away from pain, one of the most important things you need to do is put yourself out there. Start, window shopping. Let's call it window shopping. If you want to go further, it's up to you. Do whatever works. Number 2 is stop sleeping with the enemy. This one is very important. Very, very important. Like, if you're under him, you ain't getting over. So stop sleeping with the enemy, because sex is emotional for women and physical for men, right? There is this, like, if you keep sleeping with somebody that is hurting you, it's like taking a knife that you have already been stabbed with and pushing it in, like let it go in, right? It's like taking that pain, like it's like pouring salt on wound, on an open wound. That's gonna hurt. So stop sleeping with the enemy. Do whatever you can. I mean, it's difficult when this person is your partner and you guys live in the same house, which is why you guys live in the same house and or the same living conditions and stuff. It's difficult, but do whatever you can. Fake an illness. Travel back to your hometown. Go visit your sister. Go visit your friends. Just create a little bit of space between you and that person. You need clear air. You need clarity to be able to see things clearly and be able to make the best decision for yourself. And the thing with sex with the enemy is that it will keep clouding your judgment. Because if it's like 1 minute things are awful and then the next minute you're like in ecstasy or whatever with this person, it's going to keep clouding your judgment. I mean, 1 minute is like, if I stay here, I'm going to die. And then the next minute is like, if I live here, I'm going to die. Sure, you get me? Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're going to get yourself back, get your head, get your heart in check with your head, get your heart to move with your head, you need to stop sleeping with the enemy. And stop letting him mess up your mind and your head. Stop letting him mess with your head. So it's going to be difficult. That's why you need to give him some space. If you normally meet up and do stuff together, minimize the time that you spend with this person. Like I said before, fake an illness. Just keep giving them the impression that you're going to do it. Yeah, I know it sounds wicked, but at this point, just think of yourself. Just think of yourself, right? I'm coming to see you. I'll come and see you. Keep giving them hope. But then when next week comes, your illness is still there. You're still at your mom's house. Just whatever you need to do to have the time to be able to detach from this person. If it's the sex that has been keeping you there, it's time for you to let it go. If he's not right, if he has been bringing you more pain than joy, then it's time to do this. Next thing on my list, the third thing that you need to do is careless for this person. I know that we women, when we love somebody, we tend to go all in. You want to do this for him, you want to do that for him, you want to do whatever you can to make his life less stressful. You want to, he does 9 to 5. You want to have a warm meal cooked and served for him before he gets back from work. When we love, genuinely love, we tend to go all in. And when you go all in, you do whatever you can to make that person's life less stressful. Now, this is the time when you're supposed to kick back and let him live his life without you. Try to envision what his life is going to be without you. So don't be too quick to help out. Don't be too quick to, okay, let me get that, or let me do this, or let me do that. No, care less. Consciously care less. Even when you guys are there, even when you know you can't do it, care less. If he's somebody that is observant, he will know something is different, right? He will know something is different. And depending on the kind of person he is, he's going to react to you being different. But if not, either way, when he asks you, you're cool. Are you cool? Yeah, I'm cool. But consciously care less, because those little things that you do, those trying to make his life better or trying to make his life less stressful, is your way of showing love. And when you show love, it's because you have love in you to show. But when you don't have love in you to show, you don't feel love. So that's what careless is going to do for you. You caring less and less is going to reduce the love you have for him until there's nothing left, right? So that is going to go a long way in helping you detach emotionally. The next one is detach from people connected to him. It's not just about him now. It's not just about him. It's about his friends. It's about his family. It's about his dog. It's about his everything that has to do with him that makes you connected to him. His job, his boss, his whatever it is. Then you know that this thing is one of the things that has got our lives so intertwined with each other. It's time for you to slowly, consciously start detaching from those things, little by little. Stop showing up for events and functions and birthdays. And I'm not saying hurt people that are your friends because of this person, because that wouldn't make sense. But for now, if you being in those settings is going to make you feel more connected to this person, then detachment is not going to happen. So for now, let your friends know that you're there for them. Let your friends know that, you don't have any beef with them. But do more to not put yourself in that space where you feel more connected to this person, because the whole point of this is to disconnect with this person, to detach from this person. So whatever it is, that if you're going to hang out with his sister and he's going to be the main topic of, he's going to be the center of you people's conversations and everything, then you need to spend less and less time with his sister or his friends or whoever it is. So that is important for your mental health. Another thing you need to do to detach, the next thing on my list, is unfollow him from social media. This one is very important. Unfollow him. You don't need to know what he's doing. You don't need to know where he's going. You don't need to know who he's commenting on their pictures, you don't need to know all that. If you're going to detach from this person, it's time you stop playing FBI. It's time you stop trying to know so much about their lives, to know so much about what he's doing, what he's not doing. He posted a picture. Where did he go to? Where did he, don't care so much about what he's doing. It's part of careless. Don't care so much. I would have said, yes, unfollow him. He's probably going to ask you, why did you do it? Come up with an excuse. Come up with whatever reason. I don't know. My app was malfunctioning and I had to uninstall or whatever you're going to see. But try to see, or even if you're going to keep following them, if there's a way you can mute their updates and all that, do it, so you don't get to know so much. You can't be out somewhere having a good time with your friends or doing something, and then you see a notification of him posting something, and then you're interested, and then you see something that makes you feel bad or makes you go into FBI crazy mood. No, that's not going to be good. So if you're going to detach, social media is a weapon. Cut it off. Or better still, turn the weapon to somebody else and shoot. So, but don't keep tabs on him. Don't be so interested in what he's doing now. It's not going to happen overnight, but at some point you're going to accept the fact that this person needs to carry all the pain he has to give and find somebody else to give it to. That is not you. That's the whole point of detaching, right? So if it's like he's putting himself out there too and he's doing some, good luck. So maybe you should try to get to a certain level of strength before you do this, if you feel like it's too much. But I know personally that it will go a long way for your mental health. It will go a long way. I know that for sure. Think about it, and if it's something that you're willing to try, do it. The next thing on my list is forgive yourself. Now, this one is very important. This one is very important because most times we stay in bad situations because we don't believe we deserve better. We don't see ourselves having better. We to some extent believe we deserve the pain that we're getting. That's not true. So you need to forgive yourself. It's not going to be easy because most times you feel like, how could I have been this stupid? Or you feel like it's because I'm not capable. If I were to do this, or if I were to do that, or if I was this, if I were that, then this. No. When you're in a bad situation with a manipulator, somebody that has hurt you, somebody that does not deserve your love, somebody that has never given you love or has only given you pain, and you have been waiting and waiting for them to turn around and give you the love that you need, and every day you're realizing that that's never going to happen, and it's time for you to go. It's time for you to forgive yourself. It's not your fault that you picked somebody or somebody approached you and you thought they were something and they ended up being something else. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you fell for the wrong kind of love. It's not your fault that this person is not available, that this person is not interested. It's not your fault that this person is a manipulator. It's not your fault, and it's not your job to fix that person. The only thing that you can do is work on you, and one of the most important things that you can do for yourself is to forgive yourself for being in that bad situation. Forgive yourself for the tears that you have cried. Forgive yourself for the pains that you have felt. Most times you get to that point where you just look at all the wasted time, all the wasted effort, and that is just what you can't. It makes you angry at yourself. People stay in bad situations because they are angry at themselves. It's time for you to let it go, and it's time for you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. People will wrong you every day and they beg you for forgiveness and you forgive them. Why can't you do the same for yourself? It's time to know that it's not your fault. It's time to drop it, and it's time to do better for yourself, because there is better. Yes, it might not seem like it today, but there are better men, and you deserve better men. You deserve a better love, and you're not going to get it if you're stuck in a bad situation. Think of it this way: if the man of your dreams is single right now and you're wasting your time with this deadbeat, you're going to miss the man of your dreams being in a bad situation that is not going anywhere. Why don't you come out, put yourself out there, see what's in the market, see the man of your dreams, pick him, and who knows, right? But you need to forgive yourself first. And do that, baby girl. Do whatever it is, do whatever it takes for you to feel like, okay, I've been wronged, but now it's time to move on, right? Cry if you feel like crying. Cry till you can't cry anymore. But you're not crying for him anymore. You're crying for you. You're crying out all the pain you felt, all the pain you've endured, and the fact that this is the last time you're going to cry because of this. So let it all out, and then create space in your life for what is meant to be in it. The next thing that would help you detach, and this forgiving yourself will go a long way in not just making you detach emotionally, but also making you stronger. Like, you get to be stronger. When you start seeing yourself in that light, you start feeling that way about yourself, it makes you stronger than you ever thought you could ever be. So it goes a long way. Try it, you're going to like it. The next thing on my list is, when you have successfully detached emotionally, you look at this person, look at their picture, you don't have to see them face to face. Look at them and you don't feel anything. You just feel, how did I ever fell in love with you? You get to that point where they are not the sun and the moon anymore. They are not the eastern breeze. They are not all that anymore. When you get to that point, you need to not forget what you have gone through, what you had to go through to detach, and also take lessons, learn from situations like that. If you have to go through all this to detach from somebody, it means it was a very bad situation. So you need to remember that, and you need to learn from the experience and do well to protect yourself. Do well to protect yourself. I'm not saying close yourself off from love, because that's not the point of this video, but do well to protect yourself so you don't have to go through that kind of pain again. You're going to love again, you're going to trust again, and hopefully the next time around will be better than the last time. So if you're watching this video and you've been sad, you've been depressed because of love or because of a relationship, I just want to let you know that everything is going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And do these things, do them well, and you'll be able to detach from this person. And the best is yet to come. Better days ahead. Keep your head up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just help me touch hit the red subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when I drop a new video. Notification is that bell thing, that bell icon. Just help me touch it and like this video because you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.